That sounded just like our ears.
I swear something just now touched the back of my leg. It felt like something just touched the back of my leg. Have you ever been touched in here?
What was that? Did you hear that?
I heard something.
I don't know. For some reason, I'm on edge.
I don't have an explanation for how that could be possible.
That is probably one of the craziest things we've had happen.
So we are on our way to a site where a very historical event, a very historical death took place in 1934.
Yes, we are.
Just outside the town of East Liverpool, Ohio. Public enemy number one at that time, Charles Arthur Floyd, also known as Pretty Boy Floyd, was shot and killed by FBI agents and local law enforcement while trying to flee. And this was an event that rocked the entire country because even though Charles Floyd was considered a gangster and a violent bank robber, he was known by many of the people that lived in his home state of Oklahoma as being a Robin Hood of sorts. Someone who used to steal from the rich and give to the poor. And he was even known for destroying mortgage documents to free people from their debts in one of the most difficult financial times in United States history, the Great Depression.
Yeah. So he was, he had some good intentions, but didn't go about it the right way.
Yeah. And so from what we know, there's a lot of speculation about exactly what went down. The version of events that was documented and presented by the FBI, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, said that they said he was shot twice, and the FBI agents went to go get an ambulance to take him to the hospital. But local law enforcement, the police chief at the time of this area, claimed that after Charles Floyd, Pretty Boy Floyd, after he was shot twice, FBI agents walked up to him and shot and killed him at point-blank range with a submachine gun. So tonight, this evening, what we're going to do is go out to the site where this all happened and see if we can contact the spirit of Charles Floyd to see if he can tell us what happened himself.
Hopefully we can make some contact with him tonight. It's just going to be the three of us, me, Ryan, and Miranda. And how's it going, Miranda?
Oh, it's going.
It's going. It's cold out tonight, so we're gonna see what we can get done and try and talk to Charles. See if he wants to communicate with us.
Contrary to popular belief, even though his most popular nickname was Pretty Boy Floyd, he was not a fan of that nickname, Pretty Boy. He preferred to go by Charles Floyd, or they also called him Chalk, which was a shortened version of his favorite beer. It was a nickname that was given to him by a friend of his at a bar back in Oklahoma. So when we're talking to him tonight, we have to make sure we don't refer to him as Pretty Boy, because he actually went on record before his death saying that he hated the nickname Pretty Boy Floyd. So
yes, he did. I was gonna say we're just gonna try and show him a little bit of respect this evening and see if he'll communicate with us.
yeah, so let's drive out here. We're actually less than a mile away from where this happened. Let's drive out there and see if we can find the marker, because there is a historical marker where it happened. Let's go find the historical marker where Pretty Boy Floyd was shot by law enforcement. And when we get there, we'll give a rundown of the events that happened.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right, guys, so we finally made it out here to the actual field where Pretty Boy Floyd, met the end of his life thanks to federal agents. And we got out here and, we have this map here that will show up on the screen, and you can see that the outline of where we're standing now is the same exact as it was back then. Not much has changed.
This little road here would have been the driveway for the farmhouse that actually used to be here on this property. So
yes, there was a barn that sat right over here, and behind that there was a granary, There was a little garage that used to sit right here, and then the farmhouse sat right over this way. Yeah, there used to be a little line of trees right over here, and then right where you see this shorter tree over here is where he was actually hit, and then he managed to crawl further back in the tree line there, which is where he actually passed away. So
Yeah.
we're gonna see if we can.
But we found this site because of the historical sign, which is actually right back here behind Miranda, up against the road.
Yeah.
You want to walk over there and take a look at it and
Yeah. Let's go.
read what it says, since that's how we found where we were going.
Yes. We're only off by like a week and a half of when this happened.
Oh wow. Yeah, I didn't even realize that. We are only, literally, we're here on what, the 3rd of November?
Not even 2 weeks.
Yeah, not even 2 weeks ago was the anniversary of when this happened.
Yeah, it's and whether it's ironically or unironically, it does appear that some of the locals have decided to shoot at this thing.
Yeah, they did. Look at that. Those are bullet holes.
Yeah, you can, especially on the backside, you can see it, which, I don't know. I'm sure he probably would have enjoyed that.
Yeah. Yeah, look at that. Those are. This sign literally has bullet holes in it. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, in all the articles that you read about him, you know, it said that no matter where he was at, the locals supported him for what he was doing. So
Yeah.
I'm sure he would have appreciated them shooting up this sign somehow, I'm sure.
Yeah. So Miranda, what's it like to be standing here in this spot where about 87 years ago this actually happened?
Oh, it's crazy. It's actually really pretty here, but I'm sure that once the sun goes down, it'll be a lot creepier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so it looked like the garage sat right in here, and on the corner of the garage, which is right about where this tree is where he was first hit. And again, that's if this map is accurate, but according to this, it was depicted by an artist of the time, so.
Yeah.
I mean, if he did make it all the way to this tree line, he struggled for a pretty good distance.
I'm sure the adrenaline was probably flowing.
And
That was probably a big part of why he made it so far, you know.
Yeah.
Especially if he knew that he was about to be captured by law enforcement. Knowing the lengths that they would have gone to capture him, and knowing that he'd already been hit twice, I'm sure he would have struggled to make it out here, but I'm sure he would have had a lot of adrenaline going.
Yeah, and he was very smart, so I'm sure he knew that just beyond these trees here was the river or the creek, which is probably what he was going to head to and try and get out of here as quick as he could.
Yeah. I think it was over $20,000 was the reward that they had put on his head for him to be captured, dead or alive. That's a lot of money back then.
Yeah, that's big money. Huh.
Yeah, there is a ravine back here.
Yeah, goes right down into the, I forget what the name of the river or body of water is that's over there, but he surely would have known to go for that, I'm sure.
Yeah. I think it might be time to go and grab the spirit box and any other equipment that we could use out here. Try and see if we can spend a little bit of time out here this evening after the sun goes down, trying to communicate with Charles Floyd, Pretty Boy Floyd.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay, so we're out here. The sun literally just went down. It's probably about 6:30, 7 o'clock in the evening.
Gone.
What'd that say?
Gone.
Gone?
Guess I'll keep it out.
Yeah.
It's 7 o'clock.
It's 7 o'clock exactly on the nose. So we're going to spend a little bit of time out here in the field where Pretty Boy Floyd, Charles Arthur Floyd, was actually apprehended and shot by law enforcement.
Yes.
And Miranda's rolling on the ghost tube right now as we walk across. We're going to experiment with that, which was actually created by our friends Amy and Jared from Amy's Crypt over in Australia. We're going to try and see what words that spits out, see if there's any abnormal activity with that. And then when we get out to the end of the field, though, we're probably going to do a spirit box session.
Yes.
So
Hopefully we can make some sort of communication with him.
hopefully.
What is this?
What is this?
They're cameras.
Yeah, Charles, we're just, we have some stuff that you can use, and if you could, use the equipment to talk to us so that we can hear your voice, your name, so that we can communicate with you and get answers about what happened.
So this is the tree here.
Yeah, we tried to estimate where exactly we believe he would have first been hit whenever law enforcement was trying to gun him down. So we estimated from the lane, which looks to be the exact shape of the driveway from the farm, that this tree would be right about at the point where he would have been hit. Roundabouts.
Yes.
Charles Floyd, if you're here with us and you can hear us, there's a device that Miranda has in her hand, and we're not sure if it can actually be used for you to communicate with us, but that's why we have it out. We want to know if you can use it to say words. If you get close to it, try and pick out words and see if anything will come through that will let us know that you're here.
Dull.
Dull.
Dull. It's kind of weird that...
Is it dull being out here? I can't imagine people come often.
It is weird, though, that it's been fairly silent the whole time we walked across the field, and when I tell him to get close to it and say a word, that's when it comes through.
Mm-hmm. Charles, are you here with us?
Do you remember a man named Melvin Purvis? Melvin Purvis was an FBI agent that was assigned to take you down. I'm sure you remember him. It will reset here in a second once we step back. There it went.
Might as well just go ahead and turn this one on.
Doomed.
Doomed.
Doomed?
Who is doomed?
You were talking about,
Purvis.
yeah. And asking if you knew him.
Did you know you were doomed when Purvis came out here?
Andrea.
Andrea.
Dave set up some toys down there on the ground. They have lights on them. The only thing those are for is for you to let us know that you're here. So if you go over there and you touch those lights.
Leash.
Leash.
If you go over there and touch those lights, it'll...
Damaged.
Damaged.
That's weird. Charles, can you say your name through that so we know you're here? You said the name Andrea. That means if that was you that said that, you can say names. Can you just say your name? Can you just say Charles?
Sing.
Sing.
Did you like to sing?
Did they let you hide out here on this farm? What was that? I'm not sure.
Not the airplane, but I thought.
Play with me.
Ooh.
Play with me.
I thought I heard a voice.
Charles, we're trying to get you to play with those lights over there.
Let me show you how they work, Charles. So if you walk over here and you do this and wave your hand over it, it'll let us know that you're here. And the
Rest in peace.
What?
Rest in peace.
That's kind of peculiar.
Definitely weird.
Well, if you are resting in peace, we don't want to disturb you. Like I said, you don't have to feel obligated to talk to us if you don't want to. That's just, we wanted to get your side of the story. What happened, Charles? What happened? Mr. Floyd? Charles Floyd, there's a box in my hand. But people believe that you can talk to us.
It's just a radio, Charles. You know what that is.
Yeah, it's just a radio. But if you get really close to it and you try and use your voice, we might be able to hear you.
Charles, are you here with us?
You can either use this to talk through this, or you can use what's in Miranda's hand there.
Has it said anything since Rest in Peace?
No. Can you hold this for a second?
Bless.
1 second.
Bless.
It said bless. That's weird. Beautiful.
You can see the rim.
Yep. Alright. We're going to leave this camera set up right here on the millimeter and REM pod in front of the tree here where it's believed he was shot. And we're going to walk back this way
Over to the tree line.
over to the tree line to see if there's any more responses or anything of interest. So far, nothing too definitive to prove that we're talking to Charles Floyd.
Charles, this is just a radio. And you can kind of use it like a microphone to come and talk to us. Can you say hello?
Sacrifice.
What did I say?
Sacrifice.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Are we not talking to Charles?
If you're someone else, can you come over here and touch these lights? We're going to walk away here soon, and when we do, you can go over there and touch them.
No? Shall we?
Yeah, let's walk.
Charles, come and talk to us. We heard you had a couple of nicknames, one of which you didn't like. We are trying to be respectful. What was that nickname you didn't like?
Fight.
Fight.
Said fight.
Huh?
Said fight.
Oh. Are you getting upset? Charles, come speak with us. Or if you're not Charles, tell us your name.
My name is Ryan, that's Dave, and that's Miranda over there.
Did Purvis walk all the way out here and get you too?
Whoa. It actually said something there.
Come on, a little bit stronger. We're starting to hear you.
It's weird because when we were standing back there by the tree, there was no voices coming through at all. And has the ghost tube said anything, Miranda?
Other than fight?
No. Can you come through and say your name for us, please?
Were you going to try and run over the hill here to Beaver Creek?
It's... Huh?
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, it's so weird. It's not very often the spirit box is this quiet.
You just want to cut this for now?
What year is it?
What year is it?
Tell him, Miranda. What year is it?
It's 2021.
It's been 87 years since 1934.
You want to switch me from that?
Sure. Yeah, it's been 87 years since 1934.
October 22nd, right?
I have an orange light in my hand, and if you walk up to this and you speak into it, we might be able to hear
Sentenced.
Sentenced.
you sentenced. He did go to prison for a while. He was supposed to serve a 15-year sentence, but he escaped from prison. Did you escape from prison, Charles? Did you escape from the Ohio State Penitentiary?
Charles, if you can hear us, we left all those bright lights over there by the tree. Can you go back and make those go off?
Let's walk this way.
46.
46.
46. I don't know what you're talking about. You definitely weren't 46 whenever you became public enemy number 1. You're only like 30 years old. I'm turning this on one last time for you to talk to us through. That's weird. I thought I heard something there. What happened here on this land?
Whoa, what was that?
I don't know. Who's there? I thought I heard a male voice.
I don't know, maybe he has moved on.
He may have. This whole area of land feels pretty peaceful to me. I don't know about you guys.
It does. If it weren't for that historical marker out there, nobody would have any idea that that had happened here.
Mm-mm.
But when it comes down to it, it's good to get out of the house and it's good to come and find these types of things and investigate. Whether you capture anything or not, it's still a good day trip. You know, if you live in the local area, if you live in the tri-state area or anywhere near here, it's good to get out of the house and find these small historical areas like this and just go visit, you know?
Absolutely.
I'm so poor, I forgot that you were going to get this stuff. I was like, just go to the car.
We are back.
What's it say, Rye?
33.8.
Oh my god.
It's 33 degrees, guys. We're getting kind of cold.
33 degrees. All right, so we are actually now in East Liverpool, Ohio, where Charles Floyd ended up passing. Was outside of the city, but they brought him back actually to a house that is right here behind Miranda. And from there, they had his body on display for a couple of days. And from what I understand, 10,000 people showed up at this funeral home to see public enemy number one.
Yes, they did.
Pretty Boy Floyd. So it's pretty interesting, and I'm kind of excited to see. I really, really wanted to get inside and see the inside of this house, but the owners are not open to it. So, but wow, this place is huge. Look how far back it goes. The building
wow.
literally extends an entire city block
Wow.
back.
Yeah, this is massive.
It's now a bed and breakfast, but this place was a funeral home for many years, and there's even a historical marker. If you can just imagine, I mean, people wrapped around the block, up and down these streets to get into this funeral home.
It's crazy.
And to see Charles Pretty Boy Floyd.
He had quite the draw.
He did. This is really cool. But we hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know we didn't get the most paranormal activity, if any at all, but it's fun just to get out of the house and to come and explore these types of historically relevant places and to just try and see what you can capture. And you may not always be successful, but at the end of the day, it's the act of doing and the act of exploring that furthers the research, because maybe next time we go do one of these, maybe we come back in a few months and something crazy happens, but it's still a lot of fun to try. So we hope you guys enjoyed the video. Remember to hit that thumbs up button. Remember to like this video. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Remember to turn on those bell notifications and to share this with your friends and family. And if you're interested in behind the scenes videos, behind the scenes live streams, and many other exclusive content, remember to join our Patreon or become a member of the channel. And we'll be back again very soon with another paranormal investigation in some of the most haunted locations all across the country. We'll see you next time.
Bye.